Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, anglers of all ages, welcome, my friends, to this week's Tackle Box. I'm your host, JaxyBeard. I'm just some guy who gets to come and hang out with you all and have a great time and show off some of this fun stuff that is, in fact, coming to our beloved game. I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to get into things. Let me just introduce you to something a little bit fun. You may have seen it, you may not have, but let's just start things off right.
In the middle of Mpumalanga, that's where you'll find us. Izilo Zasendulo. Only the finest dinosaur park in the entire South African subcontinent. You'll find Brontosaurus, T-Rex, Diplodocus, all the classics. But reptiles aren't even scratching the surface of what we have in store. Izilo Zasendulo is built on a bedrock of Eswatini, Zulu, and South African history in general. It is ours to share and yours to learn. And learn, we hope you do. We also have a new hit, which is proving popular. A family and local-run fishing resort. You'll come face to face with 4 of the best clubs for that sort of thing. All led by the Abafana, my siblings. You are free to leave any and all your cares behind. Just try not to leave your responsibilities there too. Izilo Zasendulo. Come to the land time forgot, for a time you never will.
Vivi's message all of a sudden made a whole lot of sense right there, didn't it? Oh, my friends. Goodness, this is a little crazy. Oh, and a little glowy. Let me just go ahead and click that right there. I'm just sitting here. I'm a little stunned because today, as you can see, we've got this little thing up over there that says development build. We're gonna go fly around part of the new map. Now, let me just explain. We are on a early development build. This is not the build that is going to be shipped. It's actually not as ready as that. In this build, we are missing some assets. There's placeholders in place and stuff like that. I'm going to avoid going to those spots. I'll let you guys discover it as it's meant to be seen. But I am going to show you some pretty cool things. So let's get to it. First off, I've been practicing this all night. Where do you get this? I'm not screwing this name up. Welcome to
Izilo Zasendulo.
I nailed that. I know I nailed that. I've been trying real hard. Did that come through? Did that work? Did that work? I'm pretty happy with that one. It's not as bad as it first sounds. I don't mean to say bad. I love the name. I'm just bad at pronouncing names. Izilo Zasendulo, South Africa is the next reserve on its way. It's loaded up to come out here on March 26th to all platforms. We're talking 16 species, 13 of which are brand spanky new to come to our game. We've got fishing hubs in the game. We'll talk about those. We've got the Jeep storage. I'm just saying. That's an update worth it in itself, let's face it. Just simply Jeep storage. I bow in the presence of our devs. That's absolutely amazing. It is a game changer. It makes it a whole lot easier when you're out and about. You basically have a store in your pocket of your Jeep. It's not too bad. We'll take a look at that. And we're going to go for a little fly around. So let's get in here, my friends. This is pretty cool, man. I can't believe we're actually here. Now, remember, we are on a dev build. You're going to get little messages pop up here and there. I've turned most of them off. This one will disappear in just a moment. Just a moment. But hey, there we go. Let's flex our dev powers and brighten things up just a little bit. So, now, early access build, not even early access, just an early build, and I'm not gonna go in here. That is for you guys to check out. It's pretty cool. This is the hub on the map. Let me show you what we're gonna do here. Here's your first peek, my friends. Here it is. It's pretty well done, and I think you guys, when you get your hands on it, will agree. Yeah, man. Oh, I'm just, let go. Thank you. And all the such. So we're going to actually head down. We're going to start with the bottom of the map here today. And perhaps next week we'll have something more for you. And we're going to take a run around. We're going to go look at one of these hubs and we're going to talk about that because this is something new. And it definitely, I don't want to say it impacts your gameplay, it just kind of improves on it. It's kind of neat what they did there. I'm actually pretty pleased with it. But you can see there's some real juicy things here. There's lots of things to check out. So let's go ahead. Let's head down to our first point of interest. We'll start everything off. We'll kick it off from here. Let's go. What I won't be showing you today is the entirety of the map. I also will not be going over all of the fish species. Now, as this is an early build, we're missing some things like there's some vegetation that's not put in yet. Some of the fish species are not set up as we would like. Now, it was suggested that I can maybe fish at the end of the stream down here, but maybe I shouldn't. It's all about wanting to show the best that we can. First time you guys are seeing it. So we'll see what's left on time and we'll see where we end up, but let's have a little fun, shall we? Yeah. Bet you haven't seen anything like this again before. This thing is absolutely massive. And you can drive right over it, but you can fish right off it too. We are here on the dam, which here, hold on a second. Let me just flex these dev controls a little and up, and not what I'm doing. Oh my God. Why are we happening? What is going on? It just stuck me into this. That's great. That didn't even push that button. Oh my goodness. Escape, and it's not letting me escape. This is what happens sometimes. This is the risk we run with showing you guys this stuff on our not release build. Yeah, it's not gonna let me through here. Well, you're getting a little bit of a sneak peek. Yeah, there you go. That wasn't intended. All right. Can't back out. I might have to do a hard stop here and get back in, which means I'm gonna have to change all of the, well, that's all right. You guys can, you're gonna have to see that. So in the meantime, let's just go ahead and get that stuff out of the way and get back in. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It was all going so well. I didn't even hit the button to go in, but remember, this is the disclaimer we have to put out there is that it's a development, it's a work in progress. And, you know, there's always the risks of showing stuff early, but we like to show you guys what's happening. We like you guys to see what all of the buzz is about and to give you guys something to kind of go with, right? All right, here we go. Izilo, hold on, sorry.
Izilo zasendulo.
Yeah? I sound very proper Zulu. It's arguably the prettiest language on this beautiful rock we call Earth. And I think you guys will enjoy a lot what you will see in here. Okay, so let's just see. Can I, in fact? No, it's doing the same thing. It's pushing me right through. Oh, but I was able to get out that time. It was all working swimmingly earlier. Let me try this one more time. All right. Not bad, right, Sloan? I practiced that all night. I didn't sleep. I had to figure out how to say all the stuff and things properly. Okay, so for a moment here, my friends, you're going to get all of the dev debug stuff. It's not a great look. That's why we wanted to have it off beforehand. But, hey, these things happen when you're live. You can't control it. It just is what it is. Okay. Here we go. This music is entirely too good for a video game. I'm gonna say that right now. It freaking slaps. Like, you gonna do it? Come on. Yes. It's actually the first time we've had, well, no, it's not. I guess The Hunter, arguably the best soundtrack of The Hunter came along with Mississippi, and it actually had some speech. Okay, give me a second, friends. I guess what we could do, you know, just for the sake of prosperity, we're going to put this onto the just starting screen while I actually sort through this real quick. Just give me a second, folks. Only take me a minute. You don't need to see all the debug stuff. It just isn't best. Only taking a minute. Okay. There we go. Back on. And we'll turn that off. And all right, it's still doing it. Wasn't doing this before. Don't know what the heck is going on now. All right. Well, then we're going to go on a little bit of a information tour. Will you give me the map? Will you give me any of the goodies? You will not. All right. One more try. Hold on. Let me double check at work here. Just double checking. Excuse the shameless plug of my desktop. All right. We're going to give her one more shot here and see what happens. Do 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 do. I can't get this song out of my head. I really can't, and none of you will now either. So, saying, I have a beautiful void tattoo on my face. It made me glowy. Did it? I'm swapping around. Thank you. Let me come. Wait, am I missing it? Oh no, no, he has his ears. It's not him that keeps. Okay, we understand what brings us back with this hobby. It's rather addictive. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and jump into here. All right. Well, we're back in the Dino Park. I gotta be honest. I really just want to run in there. But disclaimer: there's some placeholders in place, so literally it's not the assets, just like a big grayed out blob. So it's not at all what I want to do. I am not swapping off screen. I'm going to try with the debug stuff up. Will you give me the fly? Yes. Ha ha! I'm leaving the debug up because whatever broke, I ain't gonna chance it. We ain't gonna do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not supposed to show you where I am right now. Little sneak peek at what's happening over there. You're gonna spend a whole lot of time over that until I get to see. Okay, here we go, my friends. We're gonna have some fun with this, okay? We really are. Whatever it comes down to, look, it's technology. We all know how it goes. We just roll with the punches. The fact that I can fly around here, no! Stop it! Stop the insanity! I know it did it, though. I know it did it. And I'm going to say that it is in fact... Oh, I can actually work with that. We're figuring this out. I know you guys want to see this as much as I want to show this. And I know if I were to look at work right now, they're probably telling me that the build has broke and they don't want to show anything bad, but they also know how bad you all want to see this. So we're going to persevere, my friends. We will make this happen. I know the entire team is watching right now. And listen, this does not reflect on you guys. We're in a really... It's a tough build, I get it. And so do our folks. They understand. This isn't the first sneak peek they've seen before. It's certainly not the first shenanigans we've had. Okay, we're going to go with that. So that's going to work. Watch this. We have to do another start. Bear with me. Bear with me. But we got this, baby. We got this. I know it just did that. And I reported to the team afterwards. You guys are looking at stuff you're not supposed to see. Hey, that's okay. We can call me JaxyBeard from now on. And we'll go with that. It's quite all right. These things happen, man. It's all about, like, honestly, yeah, I'm kind of having a good time here. You guys are getting to see stuff we weren't planning to do. Okay, here we go. Bouncing in. If this does not work, then I will swap back over to the live build. It'll take about 5 minutes, but I have some stuff I can talk with you about during that time. And then we can go do a fish. But let's just see what we can do. I'm not touching anything. I'm touching a thing, but this. Right? If I hit that. Oh, wrong one. Haha! Okay. We are rocking. Let's move it. Look at some of this. You guys know there's going to be story. There's going to be stuff to find around here. And when you see something like that, I mean, what is that? Is that like a fish farm? Now, I'm going to be straight with you guys. I have not had the pleasure of jumping around on this map yet. I haven't. I've seen it all in the development. I have seen our devs and everything they post in the daily. One of the first things I do in the morning is get caught up everywhere, and more importantly, with our dev team. So I need to move south. What we're going to be showing you today is all this down here. But you can see there's, like, considering this is not the polished build, it's pretty well done. It's pretty well done. No, these are dev tools that I'm using right now, Ferris. We don't have any drones in game. What up, Tipsy? Good to see you, my man. Welcome. You have plenty of screenshots. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. How's it going, Johnny? How are you, my man? Do they have Nile Perch? Well, we're not actually giving you the lineup today, although you did have a little bit of a teaser. They were grayed out. You saw 2 come up on the names. Maybe you guys want to go and do a little research, get some theory crafting going within the Discord itself. Now, once again, we are in a dev build. I think I'm actually safe to remove all these goodies. I'm just going to do it while you guys are right here. It's no big deal. It's just going in and clicking off some of this here stuff. That'll get rid of all of the overlays and give a much prettier look. Plus, I know a lot of our creators, they like to take a lot of this stuff from these streams and be able to show it and talk about it, so it's just a nicer look. But speaking of nicer look, I mean, is that not Scream Africa to you? This blows my mind. When I found out we were going to South Africa, I thought, good Lord, yes. And when I saw some of the lineup, and it was a pleasure watching you all sleuth it out and discuss it the other day within the Discord. We're going to do a nice lazy stroll through an area I'm really not supposed to be in, but we're not going to go look at any detail in any of these spots because it's little things that aren't done yet, but you get the idea. We're pretty populated around these parts. Bridge crews on the edge of their seat. So far they've counted how many? Three bridges? Yeah, don't worry, there's something for everybody here. Now I need to make sure that I'm going in the right way. We are in good territory. Well, let's cruise along here, see what we can find. Well, you got the season's pass. You're all set, my friend. You're all set. Come on, chat. Who thought South Africa? When before the announcements, you knew we were going somewhere. Who thought this would be doing? Oh my goodness, they have absolutely captured it. Oh, can I go in here? Oh, this looks like a POI. Am I not supposed to do this? It's too late. It's too late. I'm going in, baby. Stuff like this. Good job. Good job. Oh my Lord. Let's turn that flying off. This is more what it's about here today, is a little bit of sightseeing. Now, because we're in this development build, look, I have to tell you, there's certain things you're going to see that just are not going to make it, the changes that are going to happen. One of those is, if you'll notice on my screen, it looks like my glasses are dirty. Well, they are at the moment. They won't be on release. Let's take a look here and just get a bit of a feel. And this looks good. That's entirely too much detail for shadows. The team is outdoing themselves. As you can see, the artists at Expansive Worlds, you'd almost think they had something to prove, right? Well, they don't have anything to prove because they've proved it. What they're proving is they're having entirely too much fun. Entirely too much. I need to have a word with them. That is breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. I can't wait to get down and fish in that mist. Wow. I don't know if I'm supposed to show this off, but we're here and this is happening. Man alive. Well, we crouch landed all right. Oh, goodness. Today's the day things we weren't meant to know. I know. Well, hey, but these things happen. What up, Etiquette? How you doing, brother? You ready to find the new bridge catfish hotspot? Interesting. Why ever would you think there's a catfish coming? I don't know what you're talking about. You're from South Africa? Oh, freak Fred, right on, my friend. I love, in fact, when we had Emerald Coast come out in our other IP, we had some folks from Australia that really lended their thoughts on you know, the feel and if we captured it. Can't wait for you to get your hands on this, Frag, and definitely let us know in the Discord what you think. You know, when our team gets together to create something, it's kind of interesting because yesterday we had a dev interview and I thought our devs did really well in explaining it. You have to become experts on all these different things, right? This is why our devs are some of the smartest people I've met. When you go to a new location, there's so much that you need to do. There's so much, I mean, obviously there's so much available through the interwebs, but you need consultants. You need people that are experts in these fields, in these areas, whether it's fishing or whether it's, you know, environmental controls, that sort of thing. So there has been a ton of research to make this an authentic feeling experience. You know, I think they absolutely knocked it out of the park with Norway and with Spain. I can't wait to get some fishing going on this map. Let's go back to our tour, but I saw this and I had to stop. Because I know South Africa has some of the most incredible vistas out there, some of the most prominent views in the country, and it's cool to see it make it into the game like this. Man, up and away. We got more to do today. Let's go. Big bodies of water. Really nice to see. Can we see where on the map this is to save spot? I will show you. There is actually a lot to see that aren't marked all the way through here. Like anything, when you get on the map, I highly suggest that you go and enjoy the missions that have come with it. The missions, the quest, you know, all these things, they all add up to the overall experience. It'll help bring you around the reserve and give you that tour. But you know, we've got a lot more to show you, obviously, and you can tell there's things happening here. But we're not today. We're gonna actually, you know, we've got some really neat attractions, and it just so happens that some of these attractions are great spots. So there you go. Here's where we are. There's kind of something on the map there, right? Kind of something to show, I guess. That's supposed to be it right there. But yeah, you'll have to go and check that out for yourself. Hey, Jaxy, when get map hunter call wild? I just thought, Misty, no time soon, my friend. We'll start talking about it. But come back next Tuesday for any hunter call the wild questions. I'm also from Africa. Oh, Namibia. And last year I caught a tigerfish, Jason. Can I have a picture of said tigerfish? I'm in love with these things and absolutely need to broaden my fishing horizons. I live in Vancouver, British Columbia, and although we have great fishing, when I see stuff coming to this game like this, I live in a very small world. It's what it feels like, and I need to get out and see the rest of the world. Yeah, you know what? But anyway, that's something we would love, and maybe in the future, it's something we can bring to the game. Our devs have talked about it. Bringing, you know, wildlife and that feeling of stuff moving around somewhere in Africa. I mean, here in Africa, that would be absolutely amazing. But there's other things that we feel we need to focus on first, different features and stuff we need to bring to the game. Now, I think, is this in fact the hub? I believe it is. Let's talk about this, because this is something that's new that's coming to the game and something we can explore a little bit together. But we now have hubs. These fishing hubs, and this one in particular, I would really like to go for a dip. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Can we rent these? This looks like a pretty cool resort. Is this the hub? I believe it may be. Don't quote me on that. I have the spots, but I didn't line them up. I didn't have time to line up any of the locations that were supplied. It came to me first thing this morning, and the team's just been busy, so it is what it is. What hubs are is essentially a spot to group up your specific fishing technique missions, if that makes sense. I do believe that if this is the fishing hub, and I think it is down here in the south, this is for bottom fishing. So you are going to have some unique missions located here, and these will be points that you return to. There is obviously fast travel and such at the different hubs, but you know, you can also park your Jeep there and fast travel to the Jeep that, you know, has storage now. Have we mentioned that? I'm just going to throw that out there. Yeah. But these hubs are exciting because, like, look, this is something new. So that means we're going to have a float fishing hub. We're gonna have. I'm really excited to see how this pans out, and it's something we'll explore possibly a little more together before release, or we might leave it for you to see what it's all about. It's kind of exciting. It's neat that they've taken this approach rather than just having, you know, a board with everything on it. It's one of the things that I think the angler has always nailed is the audio. It's so immersive on every map. It's like you're there. And as you can hear, it definitely sounds like Africa. Now remember, I'm getting to explore this for the first time with you guys. So there's going to be a little bit of shock and awe on my face, and I apologize. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Now, we're not going to attempt to go into any of these buildings, but just to give you guys a bit of an idea, as you can see, we have missions over on the board. Sunrise Country Club, South Africa. I want to go take a look at that pool, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, I hear collectibles. We're not going to grab them. This is very cool. Oh, yeah, we're going to not grab them. Although it is quite loud. Wow. Man. Up, and away. We have touchdown. Very, very cool. Very cool indeed. Wow, pretty dock. Nice cleats. Look at this. This is kind of high end. Very nice. You know we want to drop something in the water. Can we see anything? Am I allowed to look? Oh, if I fly, can I go underwater? Oh, I'm going mad with power. Oh. I'm sorry. This is just very exciting for me, and as I know a lot of you, it's not like you're just getting one new species on a map. We've got 13 new species and a 16 species lineup. You know, one of those that's returning is bass. You saw that due to things out of my control. We're just gonna go and lift off again. Continue on our tour. Oh, is this the dam right here? Looks like one of those infinity pools. Lots of spots on the big body of water. I dig that. It's going to give us lots of opportunities jumping in and out of boats. You know, that means more fast travel points. And, you know, I maybe should have drove here so we could try that out together. But we do also now have fast travel to your Jeep. Now, if you haven't heard that, that's a big one. That is a big addition, and it kind of answers an ask that's been a big ask from the community for some time, which was in fact to implement tents so we could fast travel and so we could change the time. Well, okay, we what is this? Geen Parkering. Okay, I dig it. Whoa. Oh, I just got that sense my feet just tingled. But nonetheless, kind of a big deal. We'll be able to fast travel, so we don't need those tents. Although it'd still be a nice addition. And of course, I know the other one's about changing the time, and as you've heard, our devs are looking into stuff and things. Not bad. Wow. Very, very cool. Lots of stuff to explore on the map. Just in the short time that we've been moving about here, you can see there's actually lots to check out. And I am not going to put any spoilers out there. We don't want any spoilers whatsoever. That's kind of cool. I get stuck on these little details like that. Seeing a helicopter fly around, pretty dang cool. I wonder if that ties into anything. But there we go. Man, I mean, you're clearly not going to be able to... Can you fish off that side? Gonna leave that for you to find out. You most definitely could off of this side, and it looks like this might be a pretty cool location. Man. So here we go. Now I haven't been over here yet, and we're gonna go and take a peek, and we'll run around here while we chit chat, maybe answer some questions and just see sort of what's going on. Let me see here. I do believe I've caught everything there. Good. I still have a job. Good. Good. Things are moving along nicely. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you asking what the name of this beautiful new reserve is? Let me get into character.
Izilo zasendulo.
I can't hear it, so I nailed that again, right? Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so I do believe we have some pretty cool stuff to get onto here, and we'll move along. Okay, we're gonna point that way, and oh yeah, and off we go. Let's do it. Cast mist water, absolutely. Helicopter tours, well that'd be cool. It's Africa 2.0. Well, I mean everybody's been asking for Africa. I actually think it's great that our devs decided to go here. You got to imagine how hard this choice would be for them. There are so many great fishing locations. There's so many requests for locations. It's definitely got to be a tough call. Wow. Am I moving in an okay direction? I am. I've been dying to know what's over here. Oh, that is cool. Can I... I'm gonna go look at it. Like, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, wow. Oh, this one isn't finished. I'm not supposed to be here. Yeah, you saw that. Sneak peek. Sneak peek. You ready? You ready? Yep. Cradle of Humankind, Sun Wallet. Okay, I can't show it. I'm not allowed to show it. Nope. It's not finished, actually. It's not all rendered in. So, and that is something I don't want to spoil right now. You guys get to go and do that. As you can see, things are still under construction and in a working manner. It's something to watch our dev team get in here with their digital hammers and digital belts. This is how video games are made, my friends. It's really hard to get that small to get on the screen, but somehow they manage it and it works out great. Kind of cool. I just like the development sort of feel of that. Well, we're doing a development stream. Do I really get to go into these mountains? Oh, baby. I don't know that we can. There is definitely a story to be told. You can feel it in this area. You can absolutely feel it. I am like a kid in the candy store. Look, this is my favorite time in our games. Being able to show you guys stuff like this. And I know you want to see more, and I totally get that. But, you know, we had to pull some strings to be able to do this. It's only because our devs actually love our community that they made this happen. There was a lot of extra work. But yeah, I think the whole purpose here is to be able to move along and show you guys what sort of climate you're gonna be fishing in. Let's just dive right down. Do a little flyby. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Ladies and gentlemen, South Africa.
izilo zasendulo.
Coming very soon. I can't keep a straight face. But come on, it's fun using the sound bites, right? I'm allowed to do stuff and things. Let's go ahead and just to double check here that I've covered everything. Our new South African Reserve is coming on March 26th to all platforms. 16 new fish, or 16 fish species will make up the new reserve, totaling only 3 of which are making a return. That's 13 new species of fish to explore, to learn about, to make new hook charts. And I tell you, our community is absolutely amazing, and they jump all over this. But pretty cool. With this, you're going to see some new additions to the game, such as fishing hubs, the vehicle fast travel, vehicle storage for cars and such. In fact, let's go and take a peek at that right now. Or do we want to just maybe I'm not supposed to? Because things aren't quite done yet, and I'm not supposed to be looking at things, and I really like my job, so stop doing it. It's okay. Oh, there's more up here too. Feel like there's more to not be seen, but totally to be seen. Yep, pretty cool. Are we within my? I'm above. Oh, but man, that looks so interesting. I want to fly over there, but I suppose there needs to be some mystery as to what you will be exploring. Did I see? Yes, the 26th. Thank you, Teak. I know it's really close. 13 days is kind of wild, right? 1 fish tease a day. You want us to do that? Oh man, I don't know. We'll see. We don't actually like to tease. It's never our intention to tease you guys. We always want to be able to share and to share in the fun. Really, that is so cool. Wow, they have really captured the feel of the past, because the dirt's quite unique, I feel, in everything I've ever seen of Africa. Has that very unique look to it, that color, and they've really captured it down here. Wow, very, very cool. Just being able to see the different locales that we get to. And I think I'm going rogue here now, aren't I? I've totally gone rogue. I've gone too high up the line. Do I have actually over here? Actually, this should work out well. I think there is a vehicle spawn point here. Indeed. Let's go ahead and grab one of my favorite skins in game. And here we go, my friends. It's as simple as that. And it is absolutely game changer. Unbelievable. Just like that. Just like that. Now, this is something that has come from the community. It wasn't the original intention. I'm going to be straight with you. The game was designed. We had each map has its own respective hub, and to fast travel takes a moment in time. But it became apparent real quick from the feedback from our community. This was absolutely something you wanted, nay, needed in game. And our devs started working on it. It has actually been in the works for a little bit. And it really will have an impact on how we move about and what we do. For instance, right now, if I wanted to go and swap things up, I pop in here and it's everything you thought it would be. It's got everything that you could possibly need right here. You can go through all of your setups. You can move everything around through your storage. You can buy your baits, your lures. It's kind of a big deal. Oh, but wait, there's more. Let's drive this bad boy down the road and just go ahead and talk like, yes! I'm still wearing my Christmas outfit in this build, okay? I like Christmas, what can I say? I actually haven't been back, I haven't been in this build. So it's not the same build, but my save from these dev builds carried onward. So, yeah. We're back at it again, baby. We're rocking the Santa outfit. I like my hat, what can I tell you? I'm not hot. Yeah, look, it's full storage, as you can see. It's pretty cool. You know, because there were talks about this, about how the storage should be done. Is it simply adding another 6 slots? Is it, you know, add the trunk and something to that effect? Where do you want to go with it? How do you want to take it? I think the team's decision to give it as a direct access to the store, that's a quality of life move. From a player perspective, arguably, it's probably not the most immersive, but I don't know. I'm not looking for immersion when I'm looking to save time. You know, when I need to change out my gear, if I'm fishing somewhere and it's a hard to get to spot, this is a absolute blessing. And it's not even in disguise. I dig it. I dig it. Oh, I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. Thank you. Yes, I'm not exactly accurate. But that's okay. I'm here all by myself right now. Okay, so let's just move locations. Flex. Okay. I can just see it. Look. Oh, I can see my house. I can see my Jeep over there. It's pretty cool. All right, let's go and set down here. Let's check the map. And look, our Jeep is portrayed. Let's go. Some of you were probably like, why is this such a big deal? I've been playing since the inception of the game, and these are things that have been asked for directly from the community that were not on our roadmap. I don't know what to say. We tell you we're community driven. Proof's in the pudding. Big shout out to the team. I love it when this stuff happens. Again, development build. Yeah, you saw it, Lenny. That's all right. We're just so excited. We're losing our heads over this map. Unbelievable. Man. And there it is. Let's take a look. I'm sorry, I've missed so much of what chat's saying. Let me take a pause, you know, from acting like a kid with a new toy. And let's see what's going on here. If you have some questions you want to throw out there, I will do my best to try and answer them. I apologize if you've said them and I've missed them. I'm going to blame our devs for giving me entirely too much to drool over here. And, you know, I'm probably going to need a new mouse. It's soaking wet now. Okay. Will we add fly fishing? Natured Beast, that is a double-sided question. Will we add it? Well, I can't say for a certainty, but I can tell you that is high on our lists of wants. I know it's been explored. It's been talked about in depth, just like every different fishing technique and game has been. And we want to bring them all to the game. So it's a matter of fitting the pieces together. Our team very much wants that in game. I'll tell you that. Any bug fixes for older maps? There is a ton, Flano, coming with this. There's an absolute plethora of bug fixes. I don't have the patch notes and all of the bug fixes with me, but I can tell you that I've seen them smashing them out. In fact, it's a point of pride for a number of our devs in chasing these things down, because bugs are not easy. A bug can be one extra period in this huge line of code, one duplicate number, one space. So it's first identifying, recreating, and then they have to study this code. They are better guys and gals than I am. I'm just going to say it right now. I couldn't do it. So, but there is a ton that has been done, and I think that's going to be greatly appreciated by folks. Why are there not any animals just for looks and stuff? The main reason there aren't any animals in the game currently, and it's something we would like to bring to the game, is really, it's all about priority. We are faced with things like we wanted to bring bottom fishing. We wanted to bring other fishing techniques. There's things like rod holders. We think rod holders are more important than getting animals just for the scenic value of it. But we very much want that because, let's face it, you can hear them and it looks like they should be here, but they're not yet. So it's a pain point for our dev team because they very much like that. So I would say once we have brought the things to the game that we want and feel are needed, we would definitely take a look at doing something along those lines. Okay, I know I'm reading all YouTube. I got to keep our Twitch into this too, man. I did lose my mind, Viking. It's hard not to. Teen in Iowa, you scared for life? Let's see. This scene looks nice for wallpaper. Fly fishing for trout, the only way, absolutely. When you're in a Jeep with a friend, I think they should also be able to see your map marker and vice versa. That's actually a really good suggestion. Were there any other questions here, Twitch? Hey, Jax, you mentioned evaluating different fishing techniques. Does that include evaluating deep sea fishing, blue marlin, for example? 100%. We want to look at these things as options. Can we do this in the game? If we decide, okay, we can bring this to the game, you know, there's lots to consider. And when's the best time? You know, something like a new feature that big takes a lot of manpower. We saw that with the bottom fishing. And so when you do that, you then take away from this, if that makes sense. This not being anything but my hand, but symbolizing that it could in fact be, you know, there's another feature we really want to bring. So yes, we will absolutely look at all those. And a lot of it comes down to you, the community, and what you want and what you let us know via the Discord. And you guys have been really great at that so far. Hence why you're seeing a lot of this stuff come in, like the storage in the Jeep, the fast travel to the Jeep, you know, so on and so forth. Show us the fish. I can't do that today, Crit Gang, because honestly, all the fish are not set up properly yet. You know, let me explain a little bit about the development process. There's think of these builds as a sandbox for our devs to be able to actually work on the pieces they want to make. And then once they're done, it goes through a whole rigorous process. It goes through different members of the team to screen. It goes through a whole testing process. And then it's added to the different builds. So a build gets put together. Like we have a build that's being put together for release. We have a development build like this one where things are put in and not everything's all in place. Because, you know, we're pretty close. We're pretty close to release. What was it, Teak? 13 days? Is that what you said? 13 days. And I can't get into that build because our devs are working right now. And there's the polish. It kind of looks like this is polished. I ain't gonna lie. When I hear that it's not polished, it's missing stuff. This looks pretty damn good to me. But that's the reasoning why you're not seeing all that right now. Do you know the fish species in the trailer? I do. Sound is in front of a. Oh, what is this? Had it too. There was something else you could do before you get it. Sound is in front of a house. I know. Oh, you're talking about the sound bugs. I know some of the sound issues were tackled as well. But I don't have the list, so I can't say for certain what is and what isn't. Will the Legends be on release? So I'm gonna go on a limb. I without having that on my. I'm just going to give it to you guys. It's something that we've done with every single release, and it is what we will be doing forward because it's actually a really big implementation is the souvenir shop and the legendaries do not make it to the initial release. You see, there's massive systems involved in both. So when we do the release, the important thing is making sure that it's working on all platforms. And if any bugs have come into it, that we have the full capabilities to work on that. Once that's cleared, as you guys have seen, it follows shortly thereafter. It won't be long till the legendaries come in. But you know, there's also an advantage to that some of our core players have discovered, and that's that by doing it that way, it enables you to spend some time focusing on just the missions, exploring, opening the map. So it's not a terrible thing. But I know a lot of you would like it right at release. It's just. Oh, let me lift off here again. It's better safe than sorry, if that makes sense. We could push it all out at once. We are looking for the best experience. And because these are live servers we're working with, you know, you guys have seen some of the risks that happen with the server setup like this, right? You know, we've had some issues with multiplayer and such. So this is why we split them up. Not the answer everyone wants to hear, but you know, we do it for you, not me. If that is that kind of no, we do it for the sanity of our players because we want to make sure we can tackle everything accordingly. Well, my pleasure, Darth Gold. My pleasure, absolutely. Thank you for that. We'll definitely look forward to the new Legends. Right on, right on. Yeah, it's I can't even give you anything on that. I'm very hopeful that I can get our good friend Ben, if you're watching, to come and maybe perhaps join us to give a little bit of a rundown on the legendaries. And you guys remember what we did as we got close to the release on them. I think it was on Norway when he came out, and he gave us that backstory. He put so much time and effort into this and the rest of our team that I want to do it justice. So maybe we'll be able to get one of them to come out and talk about it. Looking forward to fishing with the bearded brother again. Yeah, you can't right now. Can't join me here, unfortunately, but we will get it going. Absolutely. Left-handed characters, interesting. That's something that should be in the accessibility, shouldn't it? Because I'm actually a lefty. Kip asks, any hopes for a dynamic weather system in the future? You're on point. That's actually something that has not only been talked about live on stream here. I know there's been big discussions about it. Our devs have looked at these. It's quite a big system to implement, and it is actually quite up there on the list, but there is a lot of things. Like, again, I can't stress enough, rod holders. Lots of people are asking for stuff like trolling motors. People are asking for fly fishing. There's a lot of asks. And we don't have a massive team. We don't hide that fact. You know, we're not a two-man team, but we're also, you know, not 500 strong like a lot of the AAA studios. So we do have to kind of navigate and what we work on when and where. And a lot of that comes down to prioritizing what the community wants, right? What is the community asking for more than others? Like, would you rather have rod holders or dynamic weather system? You might actually have a split bag on that one. You know, although I think most would probably go with rod holders. It's pretty much a must-have for fishing, right? Any word on newer landing features so I'm not just a fade to catch screen? Oh my goodness, Big Rig, I haven't heard that since the initial release. You know? I'm just going to be honest. I see that as a non-issue and something I really, personally, don't really want our devs taking the time away from other things. I don't really think it's very disruptive, but my thoughts, my own personal opinions have nothing to do with it. Everyone's entitled to feel what they feel. If that's something that is still viewed as an issue, let's get it going in Discord and get the conversation moving. I know there is actually things in the pipeline that have been talked about that, but I don't know what's happened there, to be honest. It's not front and forefront, as which it was on PC release. But it kind of faded almost into obscurity. You don't really see it talked about often. So I'm sorry, I'm not up to my info on that one. Will there be an option to toggle head movement when the line is in the water? That is one that has been asked, and one that we would like to see. It's surprisingly difficult to get that free head movement, just with the way the glide engines and everything all work. But it is something that, again, if you want this prioritized, lots of noise in the Discord about it, in the forums, respectfully, of course, would definitely help that cause. I'm just going to sit down right here. Visit a bridge. Oh. 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 I'm too high. No. Now, I know a lot of the fish aren't in here, and there's some issues. I did kind of threaten that if I had enough time that I may try and toss my line in the water. We may not catch anything. I'm trying to avoid my menus. I'm trying to avoid all this stuff. So let's just go with it and see what happens. We're trying to keep it into the shallow water. We'll see what happens. Well, let's just see. What's the chance of super heavyweight fish being added in the future? I don't know if I should reel this in. I'm doing it. I'm going out on a limb. You guys put up with an awful lot here today from me and my shenanigans. And as a result, please be a bass. Looks like it. Oh no, I did! Oh yeah! Well, there it is. And I'm gonna own that one. I'm gonna own it! Absolutely! That's on me. But that is for you. For putting up with all of my shenanigans here today. The rough start that we had. There you go. Please don't fire me. I went rogue. Much love to you all. I'll see you all in the community on the other side of the glass, because I'm no longer an EW employee. We weren't to do any fish reveals today. I really didn't think I was going to land one that quick. I will miss you guys too. You all mean the world to me. It truly was quite life-changing for me to spend the time I have with you over the last 3 years here. There we go. A little bit of a teaser. You guys have been asking so nicely, and I've been trying to avoid talking about the fish lineup. But nonetheless, there's a bronze grouper, man. How do these things taste? Looks pretty damn good. Oh, what's that? Oh, I'm being pulled off air. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I actually think they that worked out rather well. That worked out rather well. And there we go. We're going to set that back. March 26th, my friends. You will all be out here absolutely crushing it. You know, typically we don't put a king of the catch species up first thing right out the gates. We'd like to make sure that put all of our attention towards you, the community, and making sure that everything is running smoothly. Yeah. I hope you're all excited for that. Oh, Hosen, don't do that to me. I'm not casting again. I'm not doing it. I'm scared to look at my messages. I guarantee you, the team, so many are probably cheering right now because we all want to show you everything. We just absolutely want to run around this gorgeous new reserve. We want to pull every species out of the water. We want to show it, but we have to respect everyone with their individual craft and give them the time that they need to get it to where it's in a spot that they're all happy with it. It will be there in time for a all-platform launch, March 26th. Once again, 16 species coming with this map, 13 which are brand new. We've got fishing hubs. We've got new fast travel to Jeeps. We've got Jeep storage. All at the release. I'm really looking forward to this. We'll get you guys, of course, some more information towards patch notes, bug fixes, and such. Definitely upon release, possibly sooner. It just depends on how all the bandwidth works out for the team. We've got a lot more fun things in store to share with you guys. So thank you all so very much for making this just an incredible experience. I'm going to end it here 3 minutes early and go see if, in fact, I do still have a job. Much love from your bearded brother. Get excited, get pumped.
Izilo zasendulo
is on our doorstep. Took forever to learn how to pronounce that. We'll see y'all very soon, my friends. Catch you out at the Discords. Don't forget to hit on all the buttons, do all the things, follow on all the socials. You don't want to miss out on any of our beats as they happen. Be the first to know. Get involved. And we'll see you soon. Until next week, my friends. Much love from your bearded brother. How many times have I gone out and tossed the line in the water not to catch something for 10 minutes, 15 minutes? That wasn't even in there for 30 seconds.